Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crits and Grits, a real play 5th edition D&D podcast set in the accursed realm of Georgia. I know there was more stuff we added to that in the past, but I forgot it all already. Today, I'm your DM, Gary, and we're doing Monday Morning Newsbreakers. Everyone excited? Well, as excited as we can be, sadly. Alex is a little under the weather today, but we wish him a speedy recovery. But we'll start with the top of the Discord list. We have Becky playing Benny. Benny, what's going on in your social media? It's still the same day.
Benny she's kind of kicking her feet up. She's just kind of chilling, scrolling a little bit, shit posting, as you do. I think that she'll just be posting emojis of like basically a cannon and a little boom, like firecracker emoji next to it. She is so ready to try out the Newsbreaker. She can't even stand it.
Now I'm wondering if there's I guess we did create this world, so we would know if there were like any other like emojis that exist there that don't exist here.
Yeah.
There's probably some cool magic ones.
Yes, yeah.
A toilet bowl with a wand on top. I don't know what that means.
There's a whole different like meme language or emoji language in this world.
Oh my gosh. A toilet that has like a little water spout coming out of it for a bidet.
Oh gosh.
Next up, we got Courtney playing Brenham. Brenham, what's your social media looking like this midpoint in the day?
Yep, I know. So we've only gotten a little bit farther in the day, but she's probably already posted something about how to pack a healthy lunch due to the things that have been going on, as well as she's been spending more time with Gracia. She's like, hey, this is my new friend Gracia, and she wants Gracia to do like a mini series with her on different outfits from Broadway musicals that can be converted into everyday wear.
That one's already got a like from Tori. I don't know why I'm forgetting character names right now. I think I'm still suffering the effects of my hangover.
Yeah, Tori's our new BFF in a weird way somehow.
We start playing dress up with her, putting her in outfits.
I mean, I put you guys in outfits.
Gary.
Yes.
I hear that Tarzan gets a lot of hangovers.
What?
Tarzan, he hangs over the forest floor, hangs up.
I hate it here.
I'm sorry, that was dumb.
No. Once you explained it,
it makes perfect sense. It's just stupid as hell.
Power she would have if we let her be a bard. It's unstoppable.
Someday I'm going to play a bard.
Next up, we got Yoko playing Gracia. What's Gracia's social media looking like?
So more just, it's all different Broadway quotes. So the one she has most recent is, I know where I'd choose to go if I could disappear anywhere but here. And then she has under that it's from Pretty Woman. And she has like ... I'm not really sure what they mean by the oldest profession. And she has no idea what that's actually about.
And underneath, Tori has written, I don't know, maybe fishing.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And last but not least, we have Trevin playing Jock the Jock.
Hello.
I should have been. You ended the last episode with a hello, and then you started this episode with a hello. And
woo, kawaii-ness.
Woo. It is. His feed is full of nothing but wrestling memes because that's all he got. He doesn't post much. He's just trying to find more of people to submit to that contest, trying to win those tickets for him and Bull, because he really wants to see that Chiquita Dave match.
You did pass it along to Alfredo, and Alfredo has shared and all that. Also in the previous episode, Refreak insulted Dr. Peter Hawpkins a little bit, but it was Benny's joke that made him leave the room to go make some caramel. Dr. Hopkins believes in safety third. Gracia got some beef jerky for our principal who's on keto. Got it from the vending machine. Also, chicken sandwiches are banned. New vending machines. Benny has chips that she wants Dr. Peter Hopkins to look into, and Tori just has a handful of snacks that she's been eating while hanging out with you all this entire time. But Dr. Peter, midway through the day, has called you all to the wood shop. Ballistic and Jacques are already in the wood shop working on. Would you like to tell them what you're working on in wood shop?
Much to the teacher's chagrin and none to anybody's surprise, there is the beginnings of a wrestling arena being built in the middle of the class out of just whatever pieces that the boys can pull together. I think the ropes are made from really questionable cheese rope from the cafeteria. It's very stretchy and very durable and does not break, which is probably why you should not be eating it in the cafeteria.
It sounds like that imitation cheese that just doesn't melt.
So, fun fact about the way that wrestling rings were made, it's like the part that you actually see when they're wrestling is basically a cloth apron that's draped over the base. But underneath it is essentially a set of springs and plywood. So, like, you could actually make that in a wood shop fairly easily, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Not me actually doing research for this character to understand more about wrestling.
Yes.
But
the turnbuckles are just made with the leftover stuffies from Forge a Familiar.
oh, that has got Amy heated.
Good.
Like, you can see her walk by the doorway every now and then, and she's just steamed. She can't do anything about it, though.
As per normal.
Perhaps she could ask her doctor if dying mad about it is right for her.
But Brenham, Gracia, Benny, when you walk in, you see Dr. Peter Hopkins is covered in caramel. And he has the newsbreaker with him. Yeah, I went to make some dang old caramel, and I forgot to poke a hole in the can again. It burns a lot, so, Miss Branham, you got that first aid kit on you?
I don't know if I have enough here. I think I need more supplies.
I can help clean it up some too.
Oh yeah, that'll be helpful. I mean, this isn't the first time something like this has happened to me. It's the first time with caramel, though, because I just happened to walk in while it was exploding.
Okay, does anybody have a hairdryer?
I could heat it up or clean it up like a little bit at a time with prestidigitation.
I'm sure there's a heat gun here in this shop.
Maybe not the heat gun.
I have metal, so we could get like a big metal surface and heat it up. Is that what you want?
Maybe not.
I mean, you could just get some of those shop towels and just stick it to the caramel and just kind of rip it off and give them a fair little wax. Well,
I don't think that would help.
it's better than nothing. It's better than him having a bunch of caramel stuck in his fur.
Have you ever seen a rabbit folk without fur?
Yes, we could.
Is that an offer?
No, it's actually quite disturbing, and I'm trying to save you all from that. Maybe we should go with the prestidigitation.
I imagine it's probably like a hairless tabaxi, right? Like kind of wrinkly and strange looking.
Butthole puckers everywhere.
Hey, we wear pants, sir. Excuse me.
I wear pants to school. There is a difference between me and an actual rabbit. I feel shame.
If people had allergies, it might be better.
Look, I really want to keep my fur.
Okay. And she'll just start cleaning a little.
We could either prestidigitate the caramel off of the fur or rip the caramel off and then prestidigitate the fur back on.
I don't think I can heal it.
True.
You're gonna have to come back every day and like prestidigitate more fur, and you're gonna have to hang out in my class all day and watch an arcane ride share, prestidigitating fur on me.
We do that anyway.
Yeah, but there's only so many episodes. If we watch too many, it'll just like be reruns.
Okay. So maybe, Gracia, you start on this side, and I'll start on the other side with my kit. So you can prestidigitate, and I'll use this little, like, med kit oil and try and get it out.
Sounds good.
And Tori is passing you all like things as you're working, and Ballistic is talking to Jacques while they're working on the ring.
I'm busy, so you guys can't hurt yourself.
So, Chiquita Dave coming up, right?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Have you heard anything about getting those tickets?
Not really. I mean, big Chiquita Dave fan, but personally, I prefer the classics like Better Job Rob and Knock 'em Down Terry Brown.
Those guys haven't been around in forever. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to see them in the ring again, but not coming to this town.
Yeah, but like, imagine Hot Shirley coming out with a hot pink afro and the barbed wire baseball bat. Chiquita Dave could never stand up to that.
About some deathmatch wrestling. Starting to get to the, with the thumbtacks and all that jazz.
Let me be clear. Hot Shirley is a wild card. Or was a wild card.
At this point, Jacques is going to try and just stretch more and more of the ropes and trying to connect all the corners that way. Then, maybe even use this damn thing.
You notice, like, whatever he thinks you're not paying attention, Ballistic is, like, nibbling a little bit of the cheese.
Wait a minute. What kind of weird dietary fuckery would it be for Ballistic to be eating cheese?
Do you think this is real cheese if it's stretching that far and doesn't?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Cheese by the foot.
It's cheese, and it's definitely not easy.
And Ballistic is a Minotaur, so it's not like they're milking Minotaurs for this. I mean, they could be.
Unless.
I mean, there is a whole brand in world called Minotaur Milk, Gary.
There is a Minotaur milk brand in world. That is a protein shake.
Minotaur.
I don't
like-
think that's milk.
Grip it, suck it down, and get those muscles jacked. Minotaur milk.
Oh, God. That's like the worst marketing.
What's wrong with Minotaur milk? Y'all are acting like Minotaur milk is this whole weird thing.
That sounds like a nut.
I mean, what's wrong with, like, glugging back a big old Minotaur milk?
It sounds like a G.
What's wrong with some Minotaur milk between homies?
Just a couple of dudes drinking Minotaur milk because they're not gay.
Oh, we have reached the weeds.
Less than 30 minutes in, and we're already off the rails.
What do the rails even look like?
I don't know. They're kind of janky. It's not that hard to fall off of them.
Rails, I haven't seen those in my life.
These are the fancy new trackless rides.
Yeah, they're the magnetic ones that,
Yeah, you have no idea where it's going.
Just gets turned up a little bit. Benny is going to lean a little bit closer to this wrestling ring and kind of pick at the rope a little bit and be like, Jacques, is this cheese?
I mean, that's what they claim it is. I do not believe this constitutes as cheese, but
Okay, so it's one of those like processed cheese food kind of things.
it came from the cafeteria.
Oh yeah, then it's definitely not real food. Okay, cool.
Did you know that in some restaurants, butter is one molecule away from being plastic?
Yeah,
Well-
that tracks.
They added that molecule.
But yeah, Benny is going to kind of like just start pulling at the rope a little bit because it's just kind of fun to see it like twang. You know what I mean? Whenever you pull back on it, it like snaps a little bit.
Jacques gonna look at Bull as he's munching it like, hey bud, when, and I do mean when, or do I mean if that passes, it's not gonna be a good time.
Yeah, can Minotaurs like even have dairy? Is it wrong to assume that it might upset their digestion a little bit or something?
Look, I eat a lot of things, and my tummy does a lot of things.
Yeah, we've smelled them. We're aware.
It's true. I've seen him eat a baseball before.
Oh. Getting your roughage.
I mean, that's it. That's all I had to say. I eat a lot of things, and my tummy does a lot of things.
Okay, but wait, aren't baseballs also made out of leather?
Are you, the World Health Organization now? Is that what you...
I'm just wondering, no offense here, I'm just curious, would a minotaur eating something made of leather be akin to casual cannibalism?
I don't know. It could be close because I feel like Minotaur and cow are not really close enough, or maybe they are close. This is wow.
It's fitting for a baseball because I'm asking the hard-hitting questions.
Oh no! You knocked that one out of the park.
Thank you. I try.
And suddenly, the wood shop begins filling with water. The exits. I'm kidding.
And then everybody died.
Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I evolve into a fish.
Well, so you said the newsbreaker is also in the wood shop room, right?
Yeah, the newsbreaker. He put a few more bells and whistles on it. It like drives up next to you and nuzzles against your ankle like a dog or cat or some sort of pet.
I gently pat it on the top of its little barrel. Boy.
And it gives a little nod and then does a circle around you and then parks in place.
Aw. So it has a personality.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So while he is undergoing his prestidigitation decaramelizing, I'm going to ask Dr. Hawkins. So you added, I believe that you said you added some features to little breaky over here.
I decided to make it not like fully sentient because that would be cruel because I'm pretty sure you're planning to do some stuff that I should know about with this. And if it has that on its conscience, like if it realizes that's what it was made for, then what kind of a god am I to create that?
And if we make it too sentient and we start putting people in it, then we're gonna start, diving into some vor territory.
Oh.
It's only a little sentient.
Oh God! If we put something living inside of it, would that make it a vorforged? Anyway. Yeah, no, it'll definitely be convenient to have it mobile and able to respond to commands easily. That's really good.
I also added a little attachment to it, and like it turns over, and you see like a little puff of powder fly into Dr. Hopkins' face, and it goes, "Oh, I didn't mean to use it. I'm gonna be on a trip for a minute."
Stay still.
Does it do like a little aboleth blast?
Dr. Peter Hopkins is gone. 1,000-yard stare while y'all are cleaning him.
Oh, God. Benny is going to walk up and kind of wave her hand in front of his eyes to check and see if he can see anything. And I'm assuming that he just is deadpan.
Deadpan.
Well, he's zooted. Okay. I suppose that'll make cleaning the caramel a little bit easier, though. Tends to be less twitchy that way.
Yeah, it kept getting moved around because he was just kind of, I think he was trying to eat some of the caramel still.
I mean, his caramel is pretty good whenever he remembers to poke a hole in the can. It just also... So, is this the room that he was using to make the caramel?
No, he was making it in the cafeteria with his granddaughter, who is one of the, probably the head lunch lady there.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because I was going to see if there were any like caramel splatters in here or anything. Okay. Benny is going to like pick just a little bit of the caramel gently off like the surface of Dr. Hopkins' fur, like careful not to actually remove any of the fur with it.
Yeah, and there's also some on like his jacket that he's wearing.
Okay, she'll just get it off the jacket then. That makes more sense. So she's going to kind of feel the consistency of it and be like, this could be actually really useful as a paste, though. I wonder, hear me out. We spread some of this on the back of flyers for the newspaper to advertise and use it to plaster them on the walls.
You're gonna shoot advertisements along the wall.
Sure, why not?
But you don't actually have to sell the newspaper. You make free copies.
Well, is there something coming up we need to advertise? I mean, come on. We can advertise something.
Homecoming.
Yeah, there we go. We'll make flyers for homecoming. And then, yeah, we'll just use this to, like, glue them to the walls instead of that poster tack stuff.
Yeah, and
Very elaborate.
teachers and the principal are actually asking, like, the different clubs and organizations in the school to, like, if they could prepare something for homecoming. Because one student complained loud enough to be like, well, why do they get school festivals in other countries and we don't? So now you get, like, a one-day school festival the day of homecoming.
Oh, yeah. So I guess it would help. That's what we could do. We could have Jacques and Bully, like, wrestle each other in a match and sell tickets.
Jacques will look up at. I'm in.
We could dress them up in maid outfits and do a maid cafe. And then they could wrestle. Whatever.
So which one of us is going to be the face and which one is going to be the heel?
Bully, no offense, but I do think that you're more of a heel than a face.
Sorry, bud.
Alright, so I get like the solid black maid outfit then, right?
Yes.
Like gothic Lolita here?
Absolutely. Oh, that means I get the pink one, huh?
We can work with a color that's a little more attuned to your skin tone, I think, than the pink. But
Maid wrestling super smackdown.
You gotta fight for justice, man. So, follow your heart.
I mean, in the name of the moon.
yes, I was actually just thinking the color scheme could be Sailor Moon-esque, where it's like a royal blue skirt.
I don't know. Yellow likes to, brings out the green in my skin.
Do you consider that to be a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Okay. That's really the question here. It's like, do you like the yellow tones coming out in your skin or not?
It kind of looks like jaundice.
Well, do you like that?
I do not.
Okay, so
When jaundice usually means you're dying, right?
it can mean a lot of things. Like, babies can sometimes have jaundice when they're first born. So,
I am being told from the sidelines that no, that is not the case. Liver? Yeah, your liver's bad.
oh, yeah. I mean, that too. Like, there could be multiple causes for it. But, I mean, you could do another one of the Sailor Senshi as well. You don't have to do Sailor.
My old man took a lot of shots to the lever in the wrestling academy, and then he kind of turned yellow for a little bit.
I'm sure he peed blood, too.
That's a daily thing.
Medical care in your family, Bully. What does that look like?
Well, once my dad, like, couldn't do the whole wrestling academy thing anymore, he fell in with the dirtbags in town, so, they don't really have insurance. They might have insurance under their new leader, but when he was with the dirtbags, guy was Arcaniac. I don't know if you know him.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was just gonna say that's not. Well, he should probably get that checked.
Brenham immediately hands him a piece of paper that has a bunch of free clinics on it. You can go here, here, or here.
Benny is just gonna give a quick thumbs up to Brenham, like, thank you.
Ballistic eats the paper.
Oh,
Whatever happened to our new friend Common?
He ran to in-school suspension immediately once you guys pitched the idea of going there after he said you shouldn't check on Jack in school suspension.
suspicious. Well, I'm sure that's in no way related to what's going on with Jack at all.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, he probably just really badly had to go to the bathroom, and I think the boys' rooms are right there by the ISS room, so that's probably all it
Yeah,
was.
I mean, He said he needed our help, so I'm sure he'll be back eventually.
Yeah. He'll come back. They always come.
I mean, magnets were attractive.
Fucking magnets. How do they work? If you look outside the classroom, you can see that Amy is posting flyers.
Of what?
She's posting flyers for vigilant eye security.
Can I roll a perception check and see if I hear anything out there before I approach?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, that's a dirty 20. How about that?
Yeah, Amy's just by herself posting flyers in the hallway. And they are recruitment flyers for vigilant eye security.
Benny is going to kind of watch from behind the door near Jacques. Let me see, is it that door? Okay. Or sorry, she's going to watch from behind it appears to be the door that's on the right-hand side of the room that faces out into the hallway, if the hallway is kind of at the bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything sneaking-wise in regards to Amy near Jacques because she's going to clock him immediately.
I'm not sneaking, but I'm just going to be in the doorway, and I'm going to say, "Hi, Amy, how are you?"
Hello, Brenham. Would you like to join Vigilant Eye Security?
That sounds like fun, but I've got so much on my plate, and you'd be way better at it and getting recruits than I would.
Well, you seem to be quite popular. Maybe you could bring in recruits as well.
I'll take some flyers if you'd like.
And she gives you a stack of flyers, and on the flyers you see like a different streamer on each flyer, like all of them very attractive. But it's just a bunch of flyers with streamers in the Vigilant Eye Security uniform, and she's posting those around the school. Like one or two feature her, and like there's not much of a difference in her look on the flyers. But with some of these, you can tell there's like a lot of makeup and stuff going on.
So I'm a dum-dum. At first, when you said streamers, I thought that you meant like the crepe paper streamers, and I was like,
Creepy paper.
anything?
Yeah, she's happy to employ people.
Yeah. I also thought about I don't know if y'all have seen What We Do in the Shadows, but the first episode when Nandor is shopping for like party supplies and he goes,
The creepy paper.
yeah. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, it's 10 out of 10. Lots of good vampire shit in that show.
Did you enjoy the superb owl viewing yesterday?
Oh my god, yeah. I actually did not view the superb owl. I watched Salty Bet on Twitch, which is, if y'all have not seen Salty Bet, it's a good time.
Wait, is that the one where it's like the random fighting game screen and then there's two random characters and then you place bets on that?
Yes. That's exactly it.
I placed bets on that at Battle and Brew one day for like I was with some people and then like they kept giving me the phone to decide who would win, and I guessed correctly on all but 3.
Yep. Yep.
I got hooked.
So, new sponsor, Crits and Grits, is brought to you by Salty Bet. Not really.
Hey,
I wish.
Salty Bet. Hey, bro.
Bet.
Salty
Give us
Bet.
salt. Give us the salt. We will take it.
Just the bits.
Look, we'll even give you like pixel sprites of some Crits and Grits characters if you want Salty Bet. We'll figure out a way to make this work. So yeah, Amy's giving you the flyers with all the streamers on them, and you notice a lot of them are very popular streamers.
Jacques will see that and go, "Huh. Wonder why you're on here, considering how badly your team carried you last night."
What are you talking about?
How does it feel to be a backpack, Amy?
You're the small one, backpack.
I don't know. That KD spread of yours is trash.
Is Amy looking in Jacques' direction right now?
Yes.
Okay. So can I roll a sleight of hand check? I want to do something sneaky.
Go for it. There's something I think you're gonna do, but I think you're doing something else.
Well, it involves a piece of the cheese that was used for the rope.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going in a wildly different direction with this because there's an object you haven't tested.
Oh, oh, you're right. Oh, okay. Fuck what I was about to do. We're about to do that. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call the newsbreaker over, and I'm gonna load it with one of the Vigilant Eye security flyers and a little bit of the caramel on the back of it.
All right, you might need to add a little more weight to it just to
Okay.
make sure it pops
see.
off.
I mean, there's the piece of wood in here, I'm sure.
Yeah. I was gonna like basically stick it in like a Pringles can and let that be like the sleeve for it.
Once
Oh.
it pops.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be fine. You
Okay.
yeah, like you just need something with enough heft and like size to fit snugly into the container and be fired because I think a piece of paper by itself it would just be like trying to throw a sheet of paper with all your force.
Yeah, it would just go. It would just go flee, and that would be it. Yeah, no. So yeah, so Benny is gonna take like an empty Pringles can, stick the like slather some of the caramel on the back of the paper, and then load it and aim at Amy's back. So like not her head, but like the middle of her back. So I guess what kind of check would I need for that?
I'm gonna say to do this unnoticed.
Stealth check?
Yeah, I would say stealth check, and then if she does not see through your stealth, then it's going to be her making a dex save at disadvantage.
Okay. Big minor whammies. Oh, that was a nat 20.
Holy shit!
Nobody saw anything.
My total
Meant to be.
was a 31. Stealthy as fuck, boy.
With the nat 20, we're going to forego the dex save. Roll me 3d6.
Hell yeah.
Violence.
Okay, so that's a 9 from the 3d6.
You hit Amy. You still hit Amy pretty hard with that. Pringles can like launches out of the tube. I'm assuming there's no cap on the Pringles can, so with a little bit of aid from maybe some magic from the cannon or something, that paper comes out and sticks to her back.
Yes.
But like, yeah, she also like took a Pringles can to the back.
And then Benny is going to quickly duck behind this wall over here. Like, oh, and then just dodge, bringing the newsbreaker with her.
Like, she whips around and looks back, and the only person she sees in the doorway is Brenham. And she looks Brenham in the eyes and says, "No, you wouldn't do this." And then she looks back at Jacques. "What did you do?"
You were looking at me the entire time.
Her hand is on the pepper spray at the ready.
Oh shit. Benny is gonna kind of like sneak over and like flag down Jacques from just inside the door and be like, come on, get in here.
These hallways are mine right now.
Okay. And Jacques is going to give her the finger, which has a ring on it, and cast Reduce on Amy and then bolt into the wood shop.
What kind of save does she have to make against Reduce?
Reduce is a con save of 11.
All right. That's a 3.
So, Typhus, I have to know, does that mean that Jacques is wearing a wrestling ring?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Just so we're clear.
Oh, I'm crying.
Just gonna slowly back away and close the door.
Yeah, so there is like a hat. Like, she's been reduced from Eladrin size to the next size down, which is, I think, small. So, yeah, she's about your size. Like, every part of the security uniform did, like, shrink with her, minus her hat.
I'm here for this precocious little scamp energy.
I
And,
give
like,
them so like I want to give them a minute to laugh about it, and then I'm gonna go help Amy.
you see her just, like, standing there with her hands on her hips. Like, her hat is covering her eyes because it did not shrink with her.
Can I just like pick her up under the arms and she just looks so cute and adorable, and then I'll do lesser restoration.
While this is going on, she's just, like, angrily saying,
I am security here. Please put me down. Put me down, ma'am. Please. I'm trying to do my job.
It's a short-sighted decision. Oh my god. So an important question as well. When Jacques cast what was it, reduce on Amy? Did the flyer shrink with her?
it did.
Good. Okay, so it's still stuck to her back. Awesome.
Yeah, it's still, it has become a part of her uniform for the day.
Yes.
I don't think she's concerned with that right now.
Yeah, she's got, I was going to say bigger concerns, but they're actually smaller.
Everything is smaller.
I actually have no idea if the spell works on this, but no.
The spell only lasts for a minute, so
All right, well then it's fine.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, she'll be fine in a minute. But she, like, tries to, like, swing her legs and upper body to twist out of your arms, and it's not working because she's just so small compared to how she used to be.
I imagine it's like a kid trying to struggle to get out of their parents' arms. It's like, yeah, like
very rarely will I ever try to be the bigger man, but
I didn't try, it just happened.
But she gives Major Penny from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet vibes most of the time. But now she's like a tinier version. But with physically, she doesn't give Penny vibes. It's just like that whole, I don't know how to put it, like gamer girl, but not the Belle Delphine type gamer girl.
so she doesn't sell her bathwater.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. She's not selling bathwater yet. She's not that
She's-
desperate.
She's on the streamer tier where, like, her skills got her where she is. But, you know, she's also kind of cute, but most people are, like, watching this for her skills. That's why she's on the lower tier of the streamers in this world.
But yeah, Benny is going to give Jacques a high five after successfully fucking with Amy.
I pull my head back in. You guys should be nice. It was really funny, but be nice.
Hey, I have to test the Newsbreakers somehow, and now we know that it doesn't deal a lethal amount of damage.
What do you mean this is funny?
Amy didn't hear what we said, did she?
She heard Brenham with the, it's a little funny.
Okay.
Because I imagine she's still being held by Brenham.
Yeah, no, I put her down before
Oh,
I
you
went.
put her.
I-
Okay, never
I
mind.
went back into the classroom to talk to them.
I missed that part. Yeah, no, Amy is, like, after you put her down, she had started walking down the hallway, trying to put flyers up, but she's not tall enough anymore.
I imagine that like her legs are getting some out like farther than she needs to.
I imagine that now she's trying to like kind of jump to get the flyers a little bit higher, like, eh. Like,
And, like, at some point on the trip down the hallway, she starts growing back to her normal size. So it's even more awkward. Like, the more you watch this go on, the stranger and sadder it gets.
Man, really wish Freak was around to record that. That would have been great to relive.
Yeah, sadly. Well,
Does the school have like cameras in the hallways?
Yes, there are cameras in the hallways.
All right, well, we can get that footage.
And it's around this point where Dr. Peter Hawpkins just snaps out of his. Oh man, I heard a lot of bad things about myself in there.
Wait, what?
I think we got most of the caramel out now.
Oh, that's great. Kids, never do aboleth nuts. If you can make it through a trip and not hear anything bad about yourself, you'll discover the secret to immortality. But
What?
you got to hear all those bad things if that's not true. And I don't think a lot of people are ready for that.
well, we didn't have anything bad to say about you, Doc.
Yeah. It was mostly the Feywild. Like, a lot of the Feywild.
I think doing war crimes might give people that opinion, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even really a war crime.
I wonder if I could do them and just no one has anything to say about me, so they wouldn't have anything bad either.
I mean, yeah, if no one has anything to say about you, then...
Not for nothing, Gracia. I don't know if I would venture to test that theory.
It seemed like the logic was okay.
Aboleth nuts are still technically a drug, so should probably avoid that.
I mean, caffeine and chocolate are drugs too, right? It's just the level. Just different levels. Like spells,
You know what?
different levels of spells.
I would say that aboleth nuts does fall in line with, like, caffeine in the fact that it is not illegal, but it could have some damaging effects on your psyche.
I wonder if they could put it in a frappuccino.
Benny is just going to kind of sigh and motion for the newsbreaker to come over.
And the newsbreaker, like, circles around you and then parks in place.
Doc, this thing has a little zooter shooter on the bottom of it, right?
Beep boop.
Yeah, as long as you don't say the word aboleth nuts and then a little puff, like, hits him in the face again.
And he's putting that in the hands of students. Noted.
Yep.
Not surprising.
So Benny is going to turn to Gracia and go, "Do you really want to try this?"
I mean, we have other things to do today, but it's just a thought in the future that if nobody thinks about you, then they can't think bad things, right?
Right. True. So Benny is just going to lightly pat the newsbreaker on the end of its wee little barrel. Because this could be like, that's enough zooting and shooting for today, I think.
Big boy.
It nods, and then when you look at the side, you see a little thing that says charges, and it's down to 0.
Okay. How many notches are there under the charges?
There's just 2.
Okay. So it's successfully shot 2 of the aboleth nut shots, right?
Yes.
I'm going to check the opposite side to see if there's any notes about any charges on that side, too.
That side has 0 notes about charges.
Okay.
But it just shows, like, a recharge meter on that side.
It might be smart once he's done, tripping absolute balls to ask for an instruction manual for this.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. That's a
There's
solid.
no way I don't think that would be even more confusing.
I just need to know how many times we could fire this thing, okay?
I remember him saying safety third a lot when I was in his class, so I don't know if that's going to like any good indicator on whether or not there's an instruction manual.
Valid.
Yeah, I just need to know how many projectiles, paper or otherwise, that it can fire in a day. Because, that'll also affect our distribution routes and whatnot. So,
I mean, y'all looking to get some aboleth nuts?
And then you see, like, the cannon do, like, a little puff, but nothing comes out.
it's like, just a little airy, like, cough.
Yeah, it's just a little... bleh.
Maybe we don't need to reload that part.
Yeah, We're okay for today, Ballistic. Thanks, though. Appreciate you.
Okay, what about cigarettes?
No.
I'm okay. I'm okay on that.
Chicken biscuits?
Tell me
Do you
more.
have any that you didn't eat?
Does it only supply illegal things?
I mean, I got some chicken biscuits down in the hangout if you guys want to go get some.
I'm good. I'm okay. I prefer my chicken not choking hazardy. Unless, how long did the chicken biscuits keep for?
I don't know. I've had these since like yesterday morning.
Okay, so they're probably not terribly fresh right now.
Salmonella.
Benny is going to tap her chin a couple times. You know what? I think I will actually take one of those chicken biscuits.
Oh, sweet. Thought I'd never be able to sell the. Or actually, you're a friend, so you get one for free today.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
First one's
You're right, Brett. First one's free because I got a lot of these to move.
First taste is free. So, Ballistic, as I remember too, yesterday, these were all sold out in the front. Where did you happen to get the stash?
Oh, I know a guy who works at Meemaw's Pantry.
Okay.
Someone told him about this huge order coming in, and that he needed to scan a certain number of them off the top. So he did. They gave them to me.
Mind if I ask who your source was there?
Yeah, it's Dirty Steve in the back.
Dirty Steve in the back. Okay.
Why would they let somebody named Dirty Steve work in the kitchen?
Oh, Dirty Steve makes a hell of a biscuit.
I can see somebody named Dirty Steve making a hell of a pizza.
Jacques, have you ever been to what's the fantasy version of Waffle House?
Vorpal Home.
Listen,
Vorpal House.
I haven't even been to a Waffle House, y'all.
Oh God.
Oh, that's right. Because Hawaii and then Alaska.
Yeah, I live
Just a staple.
in buckwild places.
Yeah. But yeah, so Benny is
old
just gonna
Vorpal
look at
Home.
Jacques. Yeah. Benny is just gonna look at Jacques and go, listen, don't let anybody work at a Vorpal Home. I doubt that Ma's Pantry is too much different in that regard.
I'll take it.
This is the South. You can be scrungly as hell and still work in a kitchen. It's fine.
You want to know how he got the name Dirty Steve?
No.
Alright, so since you asked, like, whenever he gets into a fight, he, like, reaches into the ground and, like, grab... Like, he's a druid, so he just throws dirt in your eyes whenever you fight him.
That's
Oh,
just
is that
rude.
is that kind of like pocket sand?
Yeah,
Well, he doesn't keep it in his pocket.
he can get it anywhere.
Yeah. You know what, though? I respect it.
You gotta respect the druid hustle.
Is that the new song that they're going to be playing at all the dances now? The Druid Hustle?
Somewhere far off in the distance, you see like the DJ prepping for your homecoming. He's like, all right, I got to get these kids hyped. I got to get these kids more hyped than any kid has ever been in their life. I'm playing the Druid Hustle.
Druid hustle. Do.
And if that doesn't pan out, we're playing Knuck If You Buck. I'm taking this whole dance down with me if it doesn't work.
Strange magic. Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking something akin to the Cupid Shuffle, but that also works.
Do the goblin shuffle.
Oh, that one was a wild one. Did one of you call me irresponsible? Or
You
like, take it?
never.
Yeah, that was definitely your voice in there, Jock. So, what's going on? What I miss?
Well,
No.
I got a chicken biscuit. I'm going to stick it in my pocket.
Alright, like, if you ever need any more or apple with nuts, just find me in the bathroom. I've set up shop there again, since, had to find a new shop in the new school, so, bathroom, last stall, secret door.
The boys or the girls' room?
Yes.
That's alarming.
Benny is just going to give kind of an awkward thumbs up, like, I'm not sure how to feel about this.
He just goes like in shifts between them, depending on, like change every 30 minutes.
He goes in shit.
I'm here for it. I like the idea that the last stall in both the bathrooms go to some kind of giant secret hideout that's like bigger than the school.
That's true. The secret doors could be in either one. He doesn't necessarily have to be in the bathroom.
Sure.
Okay, well, we'll go with that. That makes sense.
The movie Real Genius behind the soda machine.
Yeah. I also just imagine, worst case, if Ballistic had to go into the girls' room, he'd just put on a wig and a skirt and just...
The maid outfit.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, he's going to be the milkmaid.
Oh, no.
The lipstick.
Oh, bro, like the milkmaid. That's a baller wrestling name if I've ever heard one.
Oh, no.
And he's going to be wearing the lipstick.
Yep.
Oh.
Can we get that bull lipstick in black?
Yes. No hesitation, just both yes.
Absolutely.
All right, so you've learned about a new location in the school. Found out about how some of the chicken sandwiches went missing from an order at Meemaw's pantry.
Mm-hmm.
Learned about your aboleth nut shooter on the cannon. And have seen Dr. Peter Hawpkins go through 2 aboleth nut trips.
What a wild ride.
Benny is going to start sizing up the cannon and, like, she's going to look at Jacques and say, Jacques, you're pretty handy with the saws and stuff in the shop, right?
I mean, I still have all my fingers.
Yeah, that's usually a good sign. You think you can make a kind of sleeve to fit one of those biscuits in the cannon?
Sure. And then he'll head over to a table with some components and try and craft something.
Hell yeah.
Just give me a, I guess, sleight of hand. Add your proficiency modifier to it since you're in shop.
Oh.
Oh.
So you rolled a 6. Did you add your proficiency to it
That
as
was
well?
with my proficiency. That was so that would make it a 9.
9. Like you build an ugly canister. Like it's really ugly, but it'll work once.
Well, that's the only amount of times we need it to work, really.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh boy.
All right, so you're loading a chicken biscuit into the newsbreaker?
Not currently. I'm just keeping these components on hand for when I need them.
All right.
Never let them know your next move. Always be prepared. So we know that Dirty Steve was Ballistic's plug for the chicken biscuits.
Yes, and I will answer any questions you have here to help clarify things for both you and the listeners.
Okay, so the information we have so far on the great biscuit caper.
Okay, so who was it again that brought the biscuits in to be sold?
It was Alfredo, the student council member that was selling them.
He's the
But
one
he's
that
also the one that's selling.
Did he pick them up from the store though?
He picked them up at the door at school.
Who to get them from?
I thought the cooler that held them was in the teacher's lounge.
Yeah.
Yes, he was the one that brought them into the school, into the teacher's lounge, and then brought them back out of the teacher's lounge.
Okay.
But didn't he say that? I don't know. He didn't say what happened in between those things. So it sounds to me like all of them didn't make it out of the teacher's lounge.
I don't think all of them made it into the teacher.
Yeah, that's so. According to Alfredo, the way that the cooler was set up was the biscuits were sitting on top of a bunch of phone books. So it looked like there were more biscuits in the cooler than there actually were. So at some point between the cooler coming in from Meemaw's pantry into the school, like at some point between Meemaw's pantry and the school, it's possible that the biscuits went missing there, or it's possible that they went missing from the teacher's lounge.
Well, I mean, so is it not just Dirty Steve took some off the top, put the books in there, and sent it on its way?
Well, that's definitely the most likely scenario, but also, how did they get into Jack's locker?
Okay, so then because there's some in Jack's locker, there's some that made its way via Dirty Steve and Ballistic, and some that made its way through Alfredo and into Jack's locker.
Or the ones that we could assume the ones with Alfredo were never messed with, and that Dirty Steve took the ones to someone else, and those were the ones in Jack's locker. It's possible.
Yeah, that's the question is, how many did Ballistic receive, Gary?
Would you like to ask Ballistic?
Yes.
Does he know numbers?
Hey, Ballistic, so what's your stash look like? I mean, in case some people might want to buy some.
It's looking a little light this week. I don't know if I got cheated on the biscuits this week, or I just can't count.
How many were you supposed to get?
A number.
A number between 1 and infinity.
Some. That vague sum.
Normally they take up like both of my arms when I bring them in, but I only needed like one arm to bring them in through the back door when they came in after lunch.
I see.
Okay, so reasonably we can surmise that Ballistic got roughly half of what he would normally get.
Okay, so this could be that Dirty Steve was, cutting him out a little bit and then double selling.
Yeah, like Dirty Steve had a second client that he was delivering to at the school.
Didn't think the Ballistic would notice.
Because he couldn't count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find Dirty Steve, and I'm gonna just like slap him all over the face like a lot.
Answers, man.
And what number would a lot be?
More than a number.
All right.
Ballistic, do you know how to count?
Betty, do you know how to
Yeah.
I think that's a no.
Do I know how to what?
do you know how to
It's okay, Bull. And since he can't reach his shoulder, Jacques will pat his calf.
It's gonna be like it's like that scene from SpongeBob where Patrick goes, "It's okay, take your time."
And then Ballistic starts to break down a little, and you see him, like, you see that single tear come out of his eye, and he says,
do you know how to teach people to count, Betty?
Yeah.
Hey, Bull, we're at school.
I think the system has failed him. I think he needs
We're
a
at
different-
school. They clearly don't teach people to count here.
I mean, they haven't so far.
Benny is just gonna say, "I'll bring you some flashcards, buddy."
Oh, I bet there's a musical that has how to count in it. I'll look it up. I'll find one for you.
Yeah, a schoolhouse rock opera, if you will.
Yeah.
What
maybe
flavor
that'll
are the
make it more fun.
flashcards?
They're non-edible. You're not supposed to eat them.
Well, we don't sell edibles here in the school.
I'll sprinkle some Cheeto dust
Just
on 'em
everything
for you,
else.
buddy.
God.
Just apple nuts, cigarettes, chicken biscuits.
Well, if you do really good at counting, I could use prestidigitation and make them taste however you want. But you have to learn to count first.
You know, you guys are really nice. You want to check out the school fight club sometime? Oh, there's
You
a
weren't
teacher
supposed to
here.
talk about it.
Yeah, no, we're not. I'm not supposed to talk about it in front of the teacher.
It's Dr. Hawkins. He's cool.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he does not care.
Unsurprised.
Like, are students dying down there or anything? Because if they are, I should probably be concerned. Well, I mean, first of all, I am concerned if students are dying on campus, because that ain't good.
Gary, I just had a realization.
Yeah.
When Dr. Hopkins is on Aboleth nuts, is he getting hopped up?
Damn it.
It's a real hoppy kind of experience.
He enjoys IPAs because he likes a really hoppy beer.
Mhm.
This is what this is what Dr. Peter Hawpkins heard while he was tripping on apple nuts.
He heard the future.
His hearing broke the fourth wall, and he was able to hear this in the future. That's how wild apple nuts are.
Oh god, I just imagine him like sitting on the floor like Squidward and going, future. Oh man.
How many more SpongeBob references can we fit into this episode?
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Everything is either a JoJo's reference, a Twin Peaks reference, a SpongeBob reference, or an Evangelion reference.
Homie,
Or a
I've been slipping in a McAvoy reference every episode I've been in.
All the Broadway references, thanks.
There's also some good Hamilton ones in there too. Don't count Gracia out with us,
Forgot that all references are also like Seinfeld references too. These are like the 5 things that everything is a reference to in all of life.
One reference to roll them all.
We do need to form that one almighty reference in the series.
The series itself can become a reference unto itself after a while.
Oh no, then that's when
Ouroboros.
we've gone too far.
That's some Homestuck shit right there, and nah, Homestuck ain't us, dog.
Oh god.
Big fuck.
Thank you for reminding me that Homestuck is a thing that exists. I forget about it every now and then. And then it's like,
Yes,
oh, yeah.
because that's what you should do about it.
I actually
Critical
read it.
Role also ain't us. We're in the middle.
Are we crit
So
stuck?
mid.
Crit stuck? Oh god.
And Becky, I did read Homestuck for a while as well.
So did
Yeah.
I. I was bullied by the
okay.
Homestucks at con.
Yeah. See, the series itself actually pretty good. The fandom, hot fucking garbage. So I don't blame you for that.
We were all teenage trash fandoms at some point. We've all been there. It's just who is at the time.
Okay, but
Yeah.
the question is, I was going to ask. The question is, did you completely ruin a bathtub at KatsuCon by emptying silver Sharpies and vodka into it? That's the question.
My teenage trash fandom aligned with the yaoi paddle times, so
Oh,
it's differently bad.
triggering.
Well, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I had excellent taste.
We have gone way off the rails.
Magnets.
Ballistic has invited you to check out the secret fight club at the school at some point if you're interested.
Yeah, we should.
You need
see what that's
music?
about.
I mean, yeah, music could be cool. Secret entrance to that. Also, bathroom, last stall. You gotta look for the secret door.
Cool.
Make theme songs for each of your wrestlers.
I'm a little concerned that y'all have so many secret passages to the bathrooms. I'm not going to lie.
Sometimes you don't want people to know when you gotta go.
Oh.
The one passage is like a one-stop shop for everything.
Okay, Gary, I have a request, a favor, if you will.
Yes.
Going into the bathroom. This is out of character. Going into the bathroom, can there be a secret code word where you have to say "this too shall pass"?
Toilet with a wand emoji.
It's all coming full circle. Every episode comes full circle.
We're just swirling the bowl like whatever is getting flushed down the toilet at any given moment.
I think this episode title is Swirling the Bowl.
Yes.
Nice.
That's when
No,
the viewership goes down the shitter.
Oh no!
Gary, swirling the bowl.
Swirling the Bowl? Yes.
The bowl.
All right, so you have the knowledge of secret school fight club now, set up in the same area as Ballistic's shop.
We also need to talk to Dirty Steve, see what he's got going on the side.
Yeah, Dirty Steve is
after
just
work or after school.
Yeah, Dirty Steve's just some grimy guy. Well, he's not grimy. He just throws dirt in people's eyes when he fights. Works at Meemaw's Pantry.
Is he like around our age, or is he older, or like a dropout, or?
You don't know.
All right, I guess.
Ballistic does, though.
It's still probably a good idea to bring him like a small gift basket of soaps and a loofah. Just like, watch yourself, sir, please.
Maybe he's dirty in a different way.
I could just prestidigitation him cleaner when he's not looking.
I don't know if that'll work on this the way I'm thinking. Pat, pat, pat.
Now I'm just kind of wondering what you're all picturing when you think Dirty Steve.
Okay, so there's, I'm not going to lie, there's some rednecks in my neighborhood that just look chronically unbathed, and that's immediately where my brain goes.
What's that one Peanuts character who has like the little,
Linus?
smelly lines around him? Yeah,
Pigpen?
that.
Oh, Pigpen! Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I am totally thinking like the guy in the 80s with the slicked back hair trying too hard because he thinks he's God's gift.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Kid Rock with elf ears.
Oh, I hate that mental image so much.
I mean, isn't that kind of the culmination of everything we just said?
It is.
Yeah.
It fucking is.
Yeah.
That Kid Rock all summer long, like when he's on the boat and definitely in the South, that Kid Rock.
100%.
So,
I hate it here.
so definitely bring him the gift basket of soap. Yeah. It's like prestidigitation works, once when you actually see him. We're about maintenance here. We need to teach a grown man how to wash his ass, okay?
Hey, load that
It's too
gift
late.
basket into the newsbreaker.
Yes. That's what we're going to do. We're going to load soap into the newsbreaker.
Talk about a bath bomb.
Yes.
Jesus.
Right.
We mass
Well,
produce it
that
and
is
sell
good.
it at cons.
I love it.
Listen.
No.
Legit, I saw the other day that apparently there's a Japanese men's deodorant brand that is doing a collaboration with Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like, finally they're going to get these sweaty nerds to wear deodorant.
Yeah, but can it beat Goku's perspiration?
It's a good question. It's Super Saiyan perspiration?
Just saying.
When I worked cons, like walking past the game room, oh boy, you could feel like a humid wave just of heat, of just smell.
Dusty, crusty, and musty.
Just feel it in the air tonight.
Magic draft night at the comic shop.
Now, I'm not saying that Dirty Steve looks like Kid Rock with elf ears. That's just how I pictured it.
Just in case Kid Rock wants to sponsor this podcast, TM.
That would be the opposite.
I'm not taking Kid Rock's money.
You're not going to take the dirty money?
No, see, that's the kind of money that's all wadded up. It's like a wad of singles that you're pretty sure came out of somewhere sweaty. You don't really want to touch it.
Pretty much all money has traces of drugs on it. Just, it's too late.
Drugs and doo-doo particles. Yeah.
I worked with this guy named John that kept all his money in his shirt pocket while he was working. So, all the money the customers gave him. And he was, 6'2", beefy dude. So he was sweating through that shirt. And I was the person that counted money at the end of the night as well. So he would give me the money, and it would just be the most unpleasant part of my night.
Not the damp dollars. No.
Damn dollars.
That was summer booby dollars. That's where
God.
it is.
The ones that the older ladies keep in the bras. It's like,
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm having Walmart flashbacks.
Yeah.
I was going to say, for anyone not in the South, the true Georgia experience.
Mm-hmm. The true South Carolina experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is
all
why I
the
hate
South booty
touching
money.
money.
Yeah.
I will use cards for, oh God, we have gotten so far off track.
Yeah. Um,
But
Okay.
for a
getting
bit.
back to character stuff in canon, I like to think that Dirty Steve looks like Kid Rock with elf ears. That is my accepted.
I hate it so much. I love it.
I mean, it's his name is Dirty Steve. It fits.
Yeah, it does.
But if you're not Kid Rock and say you're Stephen Colbert or Vin Diesel or Matthew Lillard or Joe Manganiello, we'll take your money.
Yes.
Come say stupid shit with us.
Celebrities that play me.
Listen,
Hashtag.
we'll accept an endorsement from Popeyes.
Bolistic chimes in to the conversation and says,
Hey, about that Fight Club, you guys don't have anything against watching people on performance enhancers fighting, right?
That
I mean-
that depends on what kind of performance they're enhancing, but in general, no.
Yeah, it's
Not
this
really.
new thing called Halo.
Like the video game?
I think it's spelled funny, like HEIG. I don't know any more letters. That's as much as I can get out of that.
Okay.
What is this? What does it do?
Oh, it does some wild stuff, man. Like, there was this goblin chick in the recreational adventuring league that took it during a match, and like this halo of fire appeared above her head, and it like gave her these toxic stiletto fiery nails. But she did end up in the hospital after for a day or two.
Charming.
But it's real badass.
I mean, I don't have a problem watching it, having it used against me, however. That's another story.
I'm going purely as a spectator, so it's fine with me.
Oh, I was hoping to throw some hands.
Oh, Jacques, you want to get in the ring down there, buddy? That's cool. We might be able to pencil in like a match with you against Garrett, the soccer player. Not doing so hot right now.
Fuck it, why not? Let's go. I'm in.
Hey, Gracia, do you mind helping me? I think I have a super mega extra large med kit that I need help with.
Sure.
You just hear them coming in with a backhoe, just beep, beep, beep. Like, oh, you brought me in my house.
Do y'all just want to like work there? Like it goes on during school sometimes, so I don't know if that's gonna interfere with what you got going on. But we don't have any medics down there.
Cool. I mean, I'm like a senior, so they don't really care what I do anymore.
Yeah, kind of like an every man for itself scenario down there. So like a healing touch would help out a lot down there. Thank you in advance, Brenham. You're a real sweetheart. Wish I got to know you sooner.
Yeah, I got all my credits on homeschooled, so I'm really just here to be out of my parents' way. So I'm good.
Okay, Benny is going to step in though because she kind of sees Gracia's naivete getting the best of her a little bit, and she's going to be like, "Okay, bully, but what kind of compensation will Gracia get for her services?"
Well, we were going to be hiring Brenham and Gracia. Like they just seem like they got the healing thing down. Are you trying to cut in as like an agent or something, or like have me sign some contracts? Because that's not fair. Because you know I don't know how to read.
No,
I can do healing words, so I can be really far away and yell to feel better, and then people feel better.
Healing word? What is that? What is a word?
No, nothing.
You say feel better, and then they feel better.
Oh, okay. I was about to get real offended for a second. I thought you were making fun of me.
No, I'm just saying I can make you feel better from farther away. Like I don't have to be as close.
That's cool.
Okay, bully. No, I'm not trying to cut in as an agent. I'm just trying to make sure that like you're not just going to take advantage of the girls here. Okay. Because if there is some betting going on, I think that they deserve a cut of it for their troubles. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're betting mostly snacks down there, so I can get them in on the cut.
I bet Tori would be really good at that. Like I bet Tori could help with like the snack trade.
I mean, I can give you like market price on everything. I make sure everyone's being fairly compensated for their work.
Or
Uh,
Tori could be the bookie.
Yeah. And then you would get to talk to so many more people. You wanted to make
She's
new
the
friends.
She's the cookie bookie.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bop.
Oh, do they have chocolate chip?
oh no, it's cool. My dad taught me how to cook the books. We got this.
Okay.
Perfect. So you have 2 healers and a bookie, and yeah, that
And the talent.
And the talent.
and the talent.
What do we even go to school for?
We go to school for
Got
the
all the
grit.
credits.
We learn how to we learn how to schmooze our way through life.
Real life
and make
skills.
opportunities. Yeah, that's it.
But with that, we've reached the end of this session. Becky, why don't you hit us with your portion of the outro first?
Hey, I am Sugar Puns on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me there. I don't always make puns, but when I do, oh boy, do they come a rolling. So buckle up for that good pun content and shit posting and sometimes art.
All right, and Courtney, hit us with that outro.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for listening this week, and hopefully we're giving you awesome stuff to listen to in the coming weeks. And you can find me at Cotton Candy 117 as usual. Thanks.
Yoko.
Hey, Yoko Mizuhara, pretty much on any of the socials. And I also run a Cosplay Volunteers of Atlanta. So if you want to be a princess or a superhero in Atlanta, hit me up.
All right, and Trevin.
You can find me bullying Ted Cruz on Twitter at Old Man Stark, or just absolute shit posting. You can find me on Twitch Monday through Wednesday at 6:30 Alaska Standard Time at twitch.tv/Tythus. I am currently running through Cyberpunk. I'm actually going to be booting that up after we're finished recording and stream that shit. Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, be sure if you want that good go energy juice, Rogue Energy has made the foolish choice to sponsor me, and you can get that 10% discount with the code Tythus69. Dab dab dab. Ooh woo.
I didn't have the soundboard up, so I couldn't do that. But I'm Gary. I'm working on some more TikTok content for the Crits and Grits TikTok channel. Gonna throw out some of the items that we've used in previous campaigns, some character ideas we have pitched in the past but never really used. But you could also email us at critsandgrits@gmail.com if you'd like to give us some input on what you'd like to hear, or send us some questions and we will answer in character. I'd love to have this group of characters answer questions in character.
Yeah, please send us questions. I would love to.
Yes.
Love this group. It's always fun when we get a question because we're like, people love us, and then we ride that high for weeks. And then we get another question and we keep riding that high. But yeah, so submit questions, follow us on TikTok. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on anything you can. Whatever little bit helps us. Follow Jess on twitch.tv/Jess Panda. Follow MomoCon on the MomoCon socials, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. Follow, I was about to say Tythus, but you're already here.
Hi.
I was going to say, yeah, my brain's going through the default run through. Also, follow Jay on twitch.tv/Rush918, Ducky on twitch.tv/Ducky Please, and Kyler at Fishing After 5 on YouTube. Now everyone give a jumbled Dirty Steve.
Dirty Steve.
Dirty Steve.
Dirty Steve.
Dirty Steve.
Dirty Steve.